Hey, boys and girls. I was happy to read those cool topics that you picked yesterday. And today you're going to continue to use that topic you picked. So, our learning target today is I can find books, videos, and websites to help me research my topic. I'm going to say it again. I can find books, videos, and websites to help me research my topics. Now, typically, if you were at Centennial and we were doing our research, we would just go to the library and we would find a bunch of books on our topics. Unfortunately, we can't do that right now. So, the best thing that we can do is to find books online, find videos online, and find websites to help us do our research. So, remember that as part of this giant research project, the first part we researched together as a class. So, think of those skills that we did when we were researching penguins. Now, today we are on part 2. Okay, so for part 1, we did penguins. Part 2, you're going to do your own topic. So whatever the topic was that you sent me yesterday is the one that we're going to look for resources today. Today, we are going to simply find resources for the topic. I don't know why it says me topic there, sorry. And the best way to do that, since we don't have the library, is we're going to use websites. And I'll give you a hint right now. For animals, Pebble Go is a great website. If you think you know some other ones too, great. We're going to look for books. And like I said, the best way to look for books is on Epic. Chances are they're probably going to have 10 plus books on your topic if you picked a pretty common animal. And videos on YouTube are going to be the best way to look for these resources. Today, we are not even going to read the book. You are not even going to take notes. You don't even have to watch the video. We simply are finding our resources. Today would be comparable to just like going to the school library and finding those resources, not even opening the books up, not even taking notes on them, just finding those resources. So you all pick different animals, okay, because that's what the second part is about. It's about doing it on your own. Now, if I were to pick a second animal, my first animal that we did together was penguins. I'm going to say and pretend that we are going to do a frog. Okay, so I'm gonna say my second animal is a frog. Now, when you're all done with this, you're gonna type in the resources you found on your topic. Okay, so I'm gonna look for books on frogs, and I'm gonna type it in right here. Okay, I'm gonna look for videos on frogs, and I'm gonna type it in right here. And I'm gonna look for websites on frogs. I'm gonna type them in right here. Now, obviously, you won't be doing frogs. You'll do whatever your topic is. So I'm gonna go look for books first. All right, and I'm gonna go right to Epic. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in frogs. Now, right away, I know that I'm doing research. Okay, so when I'm doing research, I want to kind of filter out the books that I don't think will be good for research. So when I'm looking for books to research, do I want to read a fiction book like this? It's Raining Cats and Dogs? Probably not. All right. Now you can click here and show more. So if there's this many for frogs, 40 plus books, just imagine how many you're going to find for your topic. Okay? So this book is a book that I know is really good because I've read books by this author, Gail Gibbons, before. So I'm simply just going to kind of scroll over it. And if you scroll over it like this, you'll see the author pops up, Gail Gibbons. Okay, and so I would go to my response, and I would just write the title of the book, and this one conveniently seems to be Frogs, right? And then Gail Gibbons. So if you look what I already did down here, just to speed up the process, I wrote the book Frogs by Gail Gibbons, okay? And then I kept looking, and I found 2 more books that I thought would be good. Toads and Frogs by Joanne Mattern. I found that in Epic as well. And Poison Dart Frogs by Rachel Graysick. I found that as well. Then I went to YouTube and I simply just typed in frogs. Okay, so if you look up here, I typed in frogs in YouTube. Now, there were some really kind of videos that looked fun to watch, but I'm not really looking for ultimate cute and funny pet frogs. I want to research. So I want to kind of do my best to kind of be a detective to find out what might be a good a good one to use for research. So one that I found was this one called gliding leaf frogs. So I went into my, I went into my websites or on my videos and I put gliding leaf frog. Right? And then I also found one called reptiles, amphibians, invertebrates, and small pets, the African bullfrog facts. Okay, type whichever ones you think you might want to use. Okay, and then the website that I simply just used was Pebble Go. So then I went into Pebble Go. Okay, and I already have that up, right? And then I just typed up here, frogs. Right away, I have all this stuff right here. So I know that I'm ready to research. Remember when we talked about in writing about priming the pump, how when you start a lawnmower or when your car starts, sometimes you got to press a little button that kind of helps start it. That's all we're doing right now. We're not doing the research today. We're just getting ready so that we can burst out the gates when we do start doing that research tomorrow. Okay. So here's what my example looked like and what I want yours to look like. I want you to be specific. Okay. Don't just write the title of a book and then no other authors, right? Don't just write the name of a video and don't tell me where you found it, right? Be specific so that when your teacher looks at this, they know exactly where you got it. Okay, yours is going to look like this right away. Okay, so yours is going to be blank, and your books need to be about your topic. All right, I look forward to seeing this, and I look forward to getting ready to do some actual research pretty soon. Thanks, boys and girls.